They'll be back in a minute. Hello.
Hi.
What up? Oh, look at, I have a little bird thing there.
Oh, I have a little,
hey, that's
I have a little
your
cat
favorite.
behind me.
I see that.
He's
I see that.
sweet. He's my sweetheart.
People are going to start to discover that I don't do my hair if I'm not careful. I don't hide that very well, do I?
Discover that I let my cats do whatever they want pretty soon.
Yeah.
Because
Well,
you're in the way.
because cats are people. I think that they are going to do what they are going to do. Your cat was funny when he was on your screen that day, and he was all, meow.
Oh my God, that was hilarious. He does that sometimes. He's all, ah.
You'll have to tell me if I'm buffering.
You're good. You're totally clear.
Okay, because you're buffering to me, so I wonder.
Oh, I am?
Yeah, and I'm on my hotspot because our internet has been like not good for some reason lately.
I hate it when I'm buffering and I'm making a weird face like.
Yeah, like you just froze on my end for a second there, and right when your face, when you were doing a face. Are you having a wrist thing on your hand, or is that
no? I'm cold. They're my gloves.
Oh, but your fingers. Oh, fingerless gloves.
Fingers are still cold.
Nice. That is nice. Maybe you should have like crocheted fingered gloves.
Like some of them have those things that cover, but whatever.
Right.
But I see you're in your garage.
I am in my garage. I was just getting ready to polish up some little pieces of 2x4 that I'm gonna burn and then make into a piece of art, I think.
Well, you look beautiful.
Oh, well, thank you. I feel like my hair is sticking up weird because it is, but I actually haven't done my hair today, but that's okay.
Well, you look pretty as a peach.
Well, thank you. You always look pretty as a peach. You're always beautiful. I wish I liked getting ready. I just don't like it more and more as I get older, and that's unfortunate. So one of these days, I'm just going to be like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm not going to put makeup on.
Dude, I love putting makeup on. I love getting ready, and I'm not getting older. I'm getting younger, so.
I like putting makeup on like for special occasions. I just don't like the having to do it. I don't know. I get like, I don't know if it was more like, I don't know. Maybe I should look at it like I'm working on a piece of wood and like doing it.
Yeah, look at it like you're making art. It's a canvas.
Right? I get frustrated though with my canvas. So
if I got a facelift, it would be like.
No, you cannot get the mark of the beat. That's like when you have way too much plastic surgery.
So I picked a topic to talk about today.
Okay.
And I chose to talk about manifestation.
Oh, cool.
So what do you feel about manifestation?
Well, as you know, I'm a manifesting generator. Or did it
Yeah.
say it told me that one report that I showed you or whatever? Um, as you know, things that I say tend to come true, even like when I don't want to. And like we've seen that happen a lot to me. So I have to be careful what I say.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe that because it's happened like more than like a lot of times. So,
Can I tell you why?
and I've seen other people, huh?
Can I tell you why that happens to you? Uh-oh, she left me. I'm out. I'm all by myself now. Well, I'll tell you guys why that happens to her, because your manifestations happen quick when you are your true self. When you are doing what you say, saying what you do, walking the walk, when you believe in when you believe your beliefs, and you're just your true authentic self. When you're your true authentic self, your manifestations come quickly, right? So that's what happens there. So everybody can do it. Everybody can manifest. So how you manifest is, the first thing you need to do is change your mindset. You must change your mindset and stop all negative beliefs. That's very important. Everybody. And the next thing you have to do is meditate. You have to meditate and connect with your deeper self. Connect deeply with yourself.
Can
Can you hear me?
I think everybody can see me.
Okay, yeah, I can see you. We can hear you and see you.
I am going.
Okay. So the next thing that's very important with manifestation is you have to speak it into existence. So it's kind of like ask and you shall receive. You have to say it in the present tense as if it's already happening and as if you already have it. You have to avoid words like I want and I can't, and you have to change it to words like I am and I do and I intend. The other thing you have to do is you have to get really defined on what it is exactly that you want. And you have to be very specific. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to get it the way you want it. You will get what you want, but it will not always come the way you want it to come. And so what you have to do is visualize what you want. You have to visualize your vision of what you want your life to be like.
Hi, sorry about that.
Hi, it's okay.
Could you see me, or because you were black to me?
I was seeing you.
Okay, that's so weird. Okay, sorry about that, everyone. My internet's been weird, so I was trying to use my hotspot, but I just got back on my internet. So let me know if I'm cutting out, because you're freezing to me, which usually when we watch it afterwards on the back end, I'm the one who's freezing.
You know what? It got that way when you closed the garage. Could that have anything to do with it?
I don't think so, but should I open it? Well, I just switched internets. But I can open it.
You're fine right now.
Okay. Well, thank you. You're fine too, my friend.
You're fine, girl. No. Okay, so I was talking about manifestation. So you have to envision the reality that you wish to experience, and you have to envision it so hard that you feel the feelings that you would feel if you've already had what you wanted. So the other thing that is very important and that you have to know is that your manifestations will not come unless you are in alignment. So you can't be out of alignment, which means you can't be doing things you don't want to do. You can't be saying something and doing something else. You've got to talk and walk and dress and act as if you already have what you are manifesting. So it still doesn't stop there. So it's not easy. So if it was easy, then everybody would be having everything they want all the time. It's not easy. You have to also put in the work. And that means doing small things, taking small steps towards your vision. And you must. Your vibration must match what it is that you are desiring. So you have to feel as good as you would feel if you already have it. So that's why not everybody can just manifest what they want, because though all those things that I just said are really super hard to all do. It doesn't sound like it when you say it, but really it is, because you can be moving along your day and all of a sudden you get a flat tire. Boom. Your vibration has lowered, or something could happen at work and someone could say something that you felt offended by, which is a good point, because when you're in the right vibration and when you're in alignment, you don't get offended so easily. So that's very important. You have to be in the right vibration, and everybody should be vibing higher right now, because the world's kind of crazy out there right now. And the only way to get through this is to vibe high, vibe higher, vibe above it. Right? Yeah.
I agree. I think manifestation is really it's actually a harder subject, I think, than people realize, because of how confusing everything is,
Right.
which
Because
is done intentionally. Huh?
we were also never taught that this was possible. No one ever told us that we could have whatever we want. No one ever told us that we could do anything. Pretty much in our generation, they were telling us that we can't do, you know?
Well,
That's
we've
why
been
we're
taught that we can't. We've been taught not to believe in ourselves. That society has taught us that. They don't want us, they didn't want to raise a society of people that believed in themselves.
Nope, because that would have been
that
too
doesn't
hard
work
to
for
handle.
them. Right. But with manifestation, I think people also need to really understand themselves, I think, in order to really truly manifest something that's in alignment with what they really want. Because a lot of people don't really even know what they really want, because they don't even really know themselves. They don't even know why they do the things that they do. They just react. They just automatically, most people are running on some kind of autopilot that was, which is not a bad thing. It's like people get offended by that, but we all were raised and taught that way. Like literally everybody has, at least since we've been alive, everybody in the generation of people that have been alive, that are alive right now. We've all been taught that. We've all been taught to not believe in ourselves, none of that stuff. So you gotta know yourself, because you have to be specific when you want something. If there's something that you want, I have learned that you have to be very specific, dude. And you also have to realize that a lot of times you get exactly what you were saying that you wanted. You just don't realize you're getting it, because it doesn't come in the package that you were thinking it was going to come dressed in, it comes dressed differently. So you don't even recognize it until after the fact. And you're like, oh, holy crap. Wait, I did actually, like if you sit here and you complain and you're like, oh, I don't ever have time to like do what I love. And then you get fired and you're crying because you got fired. But it's like, well, now you got time to do what you love,
Right. Now there's the opportunity to find what you really want to do.
Right. So don't forget to like really look at things, because there's probably a lot of times where you really have gotten what you wanted and you just don't realize it because it didn't come the way that you wanted it to come. So I bet people manifest things a lot more often than they realize it. They just don't realize
even
it.
bad things. We all manifest bad things too when we
looks different. And this is Mother, and she's a cheerleader, and she just got back from a game, and she's awesome. She's like the coolest kid. I got good kids. Yay, I did do something good for the world, man. I made good people, and that's hard to do.
You do a lot good for the world. Hey, look at what I'm drinking.
What are you drinking?
Cactus Cooler.
What is that?
You don't remember this pop? This soda?
I don't.
Dude, take a good look. Take a good look. I can't get a good picture of it.
Cactus Cooler. No,
I don't remember this. We get it and drink it at lunch at school.
I don't remember it. Huh? I always just drank Coke and Pepsi. I was a Coke. I was a Coke like
fries
soda
and one of these.
Huh?
I would get fries and one of these.
Oh, I would
And if
always
I
get
was
fries
really
too.
hungry, I'd get a slice of pizza.
I like the fries in the lunchroom.
I like lunch pizza.
I like the
too.
nachos too.
But remember the
That
burrito
was my
lady?
handsome husband. I don't know if you saw. Uh-oh, the garage is closing. Should I leave?
No, it's okay. I have something else to say about manifesting.
Okay.
So you should know that what you are seeking is seeking you, and what you want wants you back. This means that all you need to do to start manifesting is believe that what you want is possible for you. So you should also know that your
And you
subconscious
gotta pay
mind.
attention. You really do.
We do. You have to pay attention to what you say. You have to pay attention to how you're acting, because you could be manifesting some bullshit.
Right. Well, and also just pay attention to little clues too, because that's how the universe works. It could be leading you. Usually things don't happen where, I mean, sometimes it does probably, but things don't always happen where it just falls in your lap. You have to do the work too. So you have to keep your eyes open. You have to be willing to recognize the signs that lead you to certain things. And if you're looking, and stuff like it happens for me like that all the time, like literally. So I'm starting, I'm looking at all these mountains and I'm thinking things about our state and things like that. And I literally, people fall in my lap that are people that I need to find. It's weird. You know, information and stuff falls in my lap. Stuff like that happens a lot.
And there are no coincidences. There aren't.
Right.
You can say that they are all you want, but there aren't. Everything happens as it should. God has a plan, you guys, and that's what's happening.
There is definitely some kind of a plan. I feel that. That's why I just kind of, don't panic, I guess. Otherwise, I'd probably be like,
oh, shit. That's because you're in alignment. When we are not in alignment, that's when we panic. When we don't feel like, that's when we don't know what's happening, because we're not in alignment. We don't stay calm.
Right. Although,
like Jara said, what?
Oh, go ahead.
No, you go.
Oh, I was just gonna say, like that, like I told you what Michelle Gibson, that lady I told you about, I was listening to her podcast, what she said, living, with this level of awareness, though, can be hard because you see things everywhere. And that's how I'm at that stage right now. And it's so weird because I was such a nerd about so many different things. And because of where I grew up, all this stuff is like making sense backwards. So I don't know if that makes sense, but I'm like thinking of all these things and it's like, holy crap. And it's like, I don't know, my mind's like, whoa. It's like, can't
totally makes sense, dude. So like, that's how I felt before we started to hang out. I was like all alone because I was the only one at the level of my awareness. And then when you came around, it got really much more easier for me because there was you. There was more than just me, So thank God you came around right when you did. And so I totally understand the reason why you feel like you're like everything's backwards, because you have to unlearn everything you learned and relearn it.
Right. And you know what I'm learning, dude, is that I've been people laugh at me. People have laughed at me like all my life about things I ask or whatever that other people think I sound stupid or like it's a silly question. And you know what? Shouldn't look at me, man, because I actually have been onto something and my questions were valid because other people had questions like that too. And other people that actually have done some research and found some shit and like, dude, I'm not going to let people laugh. Like if somebody laughs at me, I don't care. Like I'm not going to try to convince them of anything, but I literally don't care if people laugh at me because I'm like, holy shit, I've been right about a lot of things, I think.
You have too.
It's weird.
Okay. So
and I think there was advanced people here, dude, that we like, I don't know, that were benevolent, that were good people that understood things about healing and that just something happened. I don't know what happened, that the bad took over, but I think that we're just like, there were people like that here, I think, like in places like Arizona at one time that built beautiful temples and things. I do. And I think that was just destroyed, and we've been lied to about a lot of who we are. So I think everybody should really learn about yourself and like just pay attention to everything. Pay attention to the things that you do and the things that you like and what what you don't like, and ask yourself why that is. And then the places that you live, if you've ever looked at anything weird and wondered like, that looks weird, just look into it. Just look into it. Because that's the thing, dude, is that nobody looks into shit, right? And
Right.
I think the system counts on that. And if people just start looking into things, it's not that hard. So I have learned a new talent that I have, Susie.
What?
I have a new I have been just literally looking at Google Earth, right? And clicking the little street view button, and all these little blue dots light up. And I've just been, and they're like not the street, they're not on this, all of them aren't like on the street. Some of them are off on like paths that people took a hike on, or somebody was on a boat in the middle of the ocean, right? So I've been just randomly clicking on these things, and like every time I have found the coolest things in the most random places, you guys. And like nobody would ever know that stuff is there. Huh?
What are those little blue dots? They're just stuff that people have sent in or recorded?
Yeah, it's like somebody that took pictures of that spot right where it's at. So you can click on it and it takes you to the street view where you're actually right there. And then you can look around. You can do a full 360. Yeah. Like so today, Susie, I found a hole. I found this hole. Yeah, but this one is like, it's here. Okay, so it's like, it's by the Catfish recreation area, right? And I was looking at this piece. I look at the dirt and the colors to me, and I think there's something to that. And I was looking at this white patch, and I was like, okay, I'm looking at it because it's white, and all the other dirt around it was like reddish and brown or whatever. And then so I'm looking at it closely, and I can see lines going around, like how when they mine something, but there's not a mine there, right? It's not marked or anything, but the lines are definitely there. It also has this look to it of a lot of the rocks, like in certain parts of our state, where I feel like it looks like something melted it from above, right? The rock like literally just looks like something, either, I don't know, pressure, or I think melted it. It looks like melted because it's like pancake splatted. Like if you were to have different colored crayons stacked on top of each other and you took a blow dryer and it melted, it would have like a puddle of brown and then a puddle of black under that. It'd be like that. That's what these rocks look like. But anyway, there underneath this, there's a lip, and I could see a shadow, and I was like, it looks like somebody could go under there and go under the ground, right there at this part. So I hit the 3D view, and I could see that it looked like somebody could go under there. So then I tried to hit street view, and there wasn't any near there. So I had to zoom out a little bit, and then I hit street view again, and I went to like the closest blue dot, and sure enough, dude, I hit the blue dot, and I'm in the ground. It's in the ground. I swear. And it's in this round hole thing that, like, I don't know how I don't know how whatever this thing is. I don't know if it's a ruin or what, but it's like, I don't know. It's like a crop circle / cave hole. I don't know, dude. It's weird. But yeah.
They must have been a spelunker.
I don't know what somehow it was a very advanced crop circle cave hole thing that has this pool that it made. It's either a pool, I think it's a pool of water, but there's a reflection in it. So it looks like an arch of stone, but it's on the ground, and you're in a hole already. And the grass, because you're in a grassy hole that's also made out of stone, but it's really thick grass, right? Like reeds, and the reeds have been cut perfectly. And it's a rounded hole in the reeds under the ground with this magical arch pit fire. I don't know. It's weird looking.
It sounds like somebody did seances.
I think somebody found it and just took the pictures there and they uploaded it to the Google Earth thing. But like it looks like some kind of a ruin. I think whoever made it, they made it. It was made by someone that knew how to like build with the land. You know what I mean? Knew how to like a cliff dweller knows how to like make their make something out of a cliff into a dwelling.
What area were you looking at? Because there was a lot of.
It was right at this cross where it was the Verde River, but it was right at this one spot where there's an X in the river. It's a cross.
Ooh.
Yeah, and then the thing in Antarctica, okay, that I want to break that down. Let's brainstorm what that thing could mean.
What do you mean? What thing?
That thing that was that thing. Okay, so there was like a tower. Oh, my husband looked up who the statues were in Antarctica, and they were Lenin statues. Statues of
John Lennon?
No, Lenin, like as in like I think Stalin, Lenin. It wasn't he like a whatever guy. Hang on. Not John Lennon, no. I don't know. Yeah, Vladimir Lenin. So there were statues of him, but I guess I couldn't tell who they were, but he looked it up and he said that's who it was. But there was also this like black tower, and it looked like it was tall, and it was next to a statue of a guy. I don't know if that was a Lenin statue or not, but whatever. Okay, and then maybe this is a symbol for a country. So maybe this is what this was. It was like a glass bowl. It looked like a fish bowl or a globe, but it was clear. And then inside the glass bowl, it looked like a metallic, shiny hand holding a crystal ball.
That sounds like sorcerer type of stuff.
I know. It was in Antarctica. I think the flag though was blue and white. I think I saw a blue and white flag near that. But yeah, it was a glass bowl with a hand in it holding a crystal ball in Antarctica. Yeah, and I found that randomly on Google Earth. I've found a lot of stuff on Google Earth. It's just cool, and I don't know. It's like you would not even know to even ever go look at that, you know? So that just makes me wonder what they have in the Grand Canyon.
Who would want to go to Antarctica? Nobody would want to go to Antarctica because it's cold and there's. And
I would. I want to go to Antarctica. Are you kidding me? I'd go there.
I wouldn't be caught dead in Antarctica, dude.
Oh God, I would love to go there. It's beautiful there. Dude, there's ice that's blue. It's like electric blue. It's so pretty. You know, Antarctica hasn't always been frozen.
Probably not. It probably is not always. I don't know. Who the hell knows? I don't know.
It hasn't. They know it hasn't. It hasn't always been frozen.
There's an ice wall. There's an ice wall. There's an ice wall, and people don't go beyond it. And I bet you there's a whole nother world over there.
Well, you're not allowed to. There's a treaty that stands until 2040 that every single country in the world has agreed to. That's funny, but they can't agree to get along in other parts of the world, huh?
Why?
Because they don't want anybody to go there. Because there's stuff that they're not letting people know. I think that there's entrances there that go into the innards of the earth. And I think there is more land. I think there's definitely more land. I think, there has to be. I for sure think there's more land. So
that's interesting, Jara. That is all very, very interesting.
Oh, you know what else is interesting?
What?
Real quick. So I guess in the Grand Canyon, this Michelle Gibson and these guys on this podcast, they were talking about all the like structures in the Grand Canyon that they've actually named after the Egyptian gods. Like the Temple of Isis is one of them.
Mm-hmm.
well, the peaks of all of these temples, if you put dots on them, it actually, and then draw lines to the dots, it makes the constellation of Orion.
No,
I haven't
really?
looked at it yet. I'm going to look at it and check that myself. If that's accurate, that means a lot.
That's pretty cool, dude.
That would mean a lot. I was thinking about I want to try to do a painting of what I think it looked like here, because I think that the Estrella Mountains, I think there was an inland sea, and I think that there was water that went up part of the way on the Estrella Mountains, and that maybe the top of the mountains. Because if I were to draw a picture of the mountains from my backyard and like just add water, it totally looks like pyramids that are right there, like a lot.
In the prehistoric times, we did learn that Arizona was underwater.
Yeah, I know. And then there's been many ancient maps where Arizona was not on the map. It was underwater. Yeah. I think the Grand Canyon was underwater at one time, partially, not entirely. And I think that they closed the airspace over part of the Grand Canyon in the 80s. So you can't fly over it, I don't think.
And so that's sus.
Yeah, it is. I'm like, why? I don't know if that's true though. I got to check that.
It is true. I when we were looking at all that stuff that day, I saw that.
Oh, really? Yeah, that is really sus then.
Yeah,
weird.
Why? What do they not want us to see right there?
They just don't want us to remember who we are, because they know that we can manifest, though. That's why they feed us a bunch of crap on the news all the time. Bad news. That's why they feed us bad news.
They feed it to you. They tell you all this bad shit. So then now it's in your head and now it's real.
Right. Yeah. So that's why, like, everybody should not watch the news. That'd be fun. We should do an experiment.
A lot of people don't watch the news anymore.
Yeah, that's true.
Let me tell you why that happens. Because your subconscious makes 98% of your decisions and is fully formed by the time you're 7, right? So your subconscious mind creates your reality. The key, that's what goes back to manifestation. So the key to manifestation is your subconscious mind. So believing what you believe directly is what you're going to experience. It's what you attract and what you manifest, your beliefs. That's why you have to get very specific. Like you said, you have to be crystal clear in order to get what you want. You need to know exactly what you want and get extremely clear on what you want and why you want it.
That right there is what trips people up.
Yeah,
because a lot of people don't know that.
The more sure you are of what you desire, and the more you believe that you can have it, the faster it will come.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, but there's that vibration part. You have to match the vibration of what you want. And then it will come. So there's all these things that have to come together to make you, but you can be the magician. You can have what you want. You can create your experience the way you want it. And nobody
believes that. I'll never be like a billionaire. I know that. And it's like not possible for me to ever.
Because maybe that's really not what you want.
Exactly. Well, I know that it's not in alignment with because I wouldn't ever, there's no way I would ever hang on to $1 billion. There's no freaking way, dude. There's no way. There's no way. There's too much. I mean, why would you do that?
I mean,
that wouldn't make sense.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
I would never have $1 billion. Why? Why would I ever keep and hang on to money like that? That doesn't.
I wouldn't. If I had $1 billion, I would do something with it to help.
Exactly. Exactly. You wouldn't hold on to it. You wouldn't hold on to it like where you're a billionaire because you're holding on to more than $1 billion because you're going to use it like yourself.
That's whack.
That's whack is correct. That is correct. It don't make sense. That just don't make any sense.
That don't make no sense.
That don't make no sense. Oh shit! Oh, you want to know some real cool, crazy stuff too?
What?
Is I never thought about this, right? But I think so. When people move around, right, as people, and we're doing things, and we're busy, and we're working, and we're going to, and we're going fro, and we're going here, and we're going there. That movement is energy, right? So
Yeah.
like, there's this guy that did you watch that video that I sent you
I didn't
on
get a
that
chance to. I
sports?
tried to put it on, but I kept on getting interrupted.
Oh my gosh, that guy is onto something. So his name is Chad Williams, right? And he's talking about sports and the arenas, and like how he thinks they're using ancient like alchemy to harness the energy that's created in these sporting events. So he did this for every single sport. He drew angles, right? Like he makes these points about the shapes of the fields and how the fields are laid out and what the goal of the game is, and how the a ball is another word for ball is like gate. He went like fully into how they're harnessing our energy, right? So then he
I believe it.
decided to look, huh?
I believe it.
And then he decided to look into kinetic energy and football. And he found like this commercial thing that he played. And it looked like it was like from Google, right? And it showed people all over the world. You know how they have like little demonstrations out in the public where like people will stop and see something. It's like an innovative thing and they're testing it or whatever. So it made it look all happy or whatever, but it was showing how walking on these sensor things is generating power, right? And they've already put this in place in airports all over the world, right? So as people are walking through the airport, as you're stepping on the floor, before they laid the floors, it showed that they put all these sensors underneath the tile. As you're stepping on the floor, it's generating power.
Mm-hmm.
They're generating that like a ton of power, dude, every
We are
day,
electric.
just from us moving around.
And we're on an electromagnetic world.
Right.
So that makes
but check that out. Check out what that means. What does that mean? They're charging us.
We are power.
That right, but they are also influencing, and in this commercial it talks about how it can be used to influence behavior and all kinds of stuff, right? They are influencing people to charge us exorbitant amounts of money to get us into places where they're literally using our screens, are moving around and all that to generate power, and then they're charging us for the electricity. I'm sorry. That's not okay. Dude,
they're doing that to us everywhere they get a chance. They are sticking it to us every way they can, and, for sure.
Yeah, they're already doing that in all the airports. It's already that system's already done. Like he names all these airports that it's already active in. Isn't that crazy?
The Denver airport is shady as shit.
Yeah, I've heard stories about that airport. I've never been.
I've been. I have a friend that lives there. His name is Alfonso, and I've been there a few times. And yeah, it is shady as shit. There's a crazy ass statues in there and some crazy ass paintings. Ooh, and there's a whole underground that's a whole like big old thing bunker. So yeah.
Wow.
Uncle Bones is in the house and he says hi to Jara. He says, hello, Jara.
Oh, hi there. I can't see any. How come I can't see anybody? Oh, there you guys are. Hi there, Uncle Bones. Thanks for joining us. Uncle Bones, what do you think about them harvesting our power or harvesting our energy from our movements?
Yeah, our energy.
That's like, I never even thought about energy being made that like that, but I would think that you could like technically, I mean, even with, it seems like there should be a way to generate energy from the cars driving on the road. like you know what I mean? Just from the movement or something. I don't know.
This world does not have to be as polluted as it is, I'm sure.
No, I'm sure. No, it doesn't.
It's all a bunch of shit that not even need to be happening.
It's like the people that are sabotaging everything. I think those are the people that destroyed all of these beautiful, I think there was really advanced people here that had beautiful architecture and beautiful things that they made and that were huge. And I think that the bad people that are, the oil and gas and like, I don't know, dude. I don't know where they came from, but they need to like, they don't feel like the same as like, I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
crazy.
I don't know. What do you think of who do you think they are? Like, who do you think that they are? The they, the
The
people that
they, I
like the
think that
evil.
they are evil. They're the evil people that messed with the radio waves back in the 1900s and
But who do
decided,
you
oh,
think did that? They officially changed it from 432 to 440. Did you
yep,
know that?
I do
That's
know that. I actually
crazy.
have a little video right here about that if you want to see it really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually changed the frequency to 432 from 532 to actually mess with your brain and make you sick.
You mean from 432 to 440?
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Is
Because
it 532
432
is the God frequency, right? Or
no,
something like that?
528. 528 is love
Okay,
and God,
520.
but 423 is the one that is naturally harmonizes with Earth. I mean 432, not 423.
Okay,
432.
ready?
Sorry.
I'm going to take you out for 1 second, okay?
Okay.
Take you out.
If you listen to music, then listen up. This whole shebang is the law of vibration. Okay, it's one of the universal laws. You and I, us as humans, we vibrate at a certain frequency. You see all these? They all vibrate at their own frequency. Peace, shame, their own frequency. The music that we listen to every day is at 440 hertz. Pause and read this. There are so many things in our daily lives that are trying to bring our vibrations down. Because guess what? They don't want our vibrations up there. They don't want to see us thriving. Go on YouTube and look up your favorite artist under 432 hertz and try it for a week. Just try it.
So they did that. They did that actually after, I think it was like around World War II when they changed it to 440. And 440 actually causes a disharmony in your body.
Yep.
It affects your body on a cellular level, dude.
Okay, so see this thing I'm holding up right now?
Uh-huh.
This is the scale of consciousness. Okay? It's very important. Learning about this scale changed my whole entire life, okay? So these are all emotions. This down here is low vibration, low frequency. So whenever you're feeling worthless or shame or guilt or apathy, whenever you're feeling discouragement or negative self-talk or impatient, whenever you feel grief or unsupported, you're in the low vibrations, okay? That's the low vibrations. You're descending. This is like being in hell down here, okay? When you're feeling forgiveness or when you're feeling unconditional love, that's the highest. Well, no, actually, the highest vibration is authenticity.
Right.
Oh, I think it just started to
I
rain
think
outside.
that is accurate. That reads accurate to me.
So when you're
Authenticity.
vibing
Yep.
high, that's 100% integrity. That's the highest. The unconditional love, but like I said, the highest you can vibrate is when you're your authentic self. So if you think about it, when I think about it, and I look at all these things, all these things down here in the lower vibration, this is what I felt on a daily basis my whole life until I was an adult, my whole teenage life, like all of that. Okay. So I was kept in that vibration by a lot of things. And now that I know about it, do you think I'm going to act like this? I try not to. And when somebody gets me in one of these moods, oh, I'm even more pissed because you got me down in this low vibration.
Yes, but you also have to remember though that nobody can get you anything.
You're right. Ooh, good point. Good point. You're right. You allow people. No one can control your vibration but you. Right. And we allow people to. Well, we have been controlled with the programming, but we didn't know.
Right. Well, and a lot of people don't want to unknow because a lot of people, it's easier to just continue the way that you've been going.
Yeah, because you don't have to make any decisions, because you just let them make the decisions for you. You don't even have to decide how you're going to feel because they decide it for you. And so
Right,
that's
but the
not
only
authentic.
scary thing, is giving giving up your control to them in that way. You have no idea when they're going to decide that you are one of the people it's time for you to go. You're one of those, what do they call them? What do they call, what do they call it when like the people that die like as a result of war, they're
Casualty.
yeah, like it's something like that. Casualties of war or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You're a casualty. And
Like
that's
they just,
disgusting to me.
yeah, you never know when you're going to become like that, It's where they're going to decide
Look
that
at
they want
all
your
of the
life.
people that died of all of the people that are sick with cancer and that died of cancer. They're casualties to the programming, because there's natural ways to cure cancer. So many natural ways to cure cancer.
Well, right. But then so are all the people that died in fires, like that are mysteriously happening.
Yep. They are also casualties.
that is to me, when somebody has decided they want to do something different with the land, could care less if there's people that live there. And that's been happening for forever.
Genocide. That's actually genocide.
It is. Well, like, I mean, look at, what was done with reservations and things like that. Like,
right.
You never know when are we going to become where they're ready to do whatever is different now, and they're just going to
already happened. That's what COVID was. That's what.
Right. Exactly. That's what everything is. That's how they operate. That's the reason why, all of this is important. That's the reason why it's important that everybody look inside and figure out what you want, because it's really, really good to know that.
We don't have to do what they tell us to do. We just think we have to, but we do not have to do what they tell us to do.
Right. That's an illusion.
It's an illusion.
Yeah, we don't have to. Yeah. There's I was also gonna make orange chicken when I'm done.
I think I have a whole video that I made, but I don't see it, about don't comply, but I don't have it here. Well, it's on our website. It's on our channel somewhere.
Because that's the thing too, is they do need our permission, right? And they know that we're manifesting people and they need our permission. So they get our permission by us participating. So how we cannot give our permission is by not participating. Like we don't have to do what they say. We don't have to believe them, and we can look into things. We are smart. People are so smart, you guys. Everybody is so much smarter than like we're given credit for. They've tried really hard to dumb us down and poison everything that we have around us. We're literally like dipped in poison every day.
We're eating poison. We're breathing poison.
Yeah.
We're taking poison on our own accord. The medicines
Look
that
at how hard they're trying to spray the sky, man. They're trying so hard to spray the sky. They got like 10 planes in the sky at one time now. It's like they're overkilling it big time. It's so obvious.
It's all bad. We don't have to do what they say.
Yeah. And you're smart, and also forgive yourself for like not always vibing high, because this is it's hard to be a person, man. So you also have to find forgiveness for yourself, and also like future forgiveness, because you're going to mess up.
Mm-hmm.
But it's good. It's all good.
And you know what? Not all mess ups are mess ups, though. That's growth. There really is no such thing as failure. It's all just gathering more information.
Yep. Yeah, because if you never did anything wrong, well, why are you even here? That would be weird.
Right. What the hell?
Like, you already passed the levels. Why are you here?
Yeah. Why did you come back here for that?
Right.
No.
Right.
No. Everybody that came back, everybody that's here on the earth right now came to help, came to be of positive vibration. They just don't all know it yet.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and I have a homework. I want everybody to try. Uncle Bones, I want you to try, and Susie.
Well, there's going to be people more watching it tomorrow, so there'll be more people to watch it.
I know
to
that
try
you
it.
already try this, Susie, because you and I have done this. But like, I want you to think of something crazy that you've thought of maybe as a kid or maybe even as an adult that, like, I don't know, that you've always wanted or thought, but you're like talked yourself out of it. So, like, for example, Susie and I disappeared a cloud the other day or whatever.
We sure did.
And it sounds really stupid or weird, but we did it. And then after her and I did it like a bunch of more times just to prove to myself that I could really do that, because I kept doing it and it was weird, but I know I did it and it's weird. So like, do something like that and show yourself that this is an amazing place to be, because really is a magical world that we live in, and you're awesome, and humans are cool, and you can do really cool things. I promise. You just got to try and let me know how it works out.
Right, dude. So
I
let's
think
explain to
everybody
them
has
what we
powers
did
they
to the
don't
cloud.
realize.
Is there a better way to explain? Is there a better way to explain what we did to the cloud?
I think I don't know. In my opinion, I believe it has to do with our awareness. I think the cloud, it has to do with our awareness of the cloud, and somehow the cloud's awareness of our awareness of it, which doesn't sound like that makes sense, but that's what I feel in my gut. I feel like the cloud was communicating and responding to what we were asking it to do. That's what it felt like.
I was talking to it. I was telling it what I wanted it to do, and it was like, okay.
Yeah, it felt like it felt sentient. The cloud felt like it was like playing with us, kind of.
It was
Like
pretty
in a
cool, huh?
playful way.
Because we
Huh?
were both, that was the coolest thing that we ever did, I think.
Yeah, that was really cool. It was super duper cool.
So try that, everybody. If you go outside one day and there's little clouds, try to disperse one. Try to make one clear out. See, you could do it too.
Oh, and then like yesterday, so I sent Susie some videos yesterday, guys, and like, you know, some people would be like, "No, you didn't see that," or "You're crazy, Jara." But no, I just sent them anyway, because like I feel like I saw things in my sky yesterday. I seen a face, dude. There was a face in the
I saw the
sky.
faces. I saw them too, dude. They were there.
Yeah, there was a bunch of faces in the sky, huh? Did you see?
Yeah, there was.
Did
It
I
looked
send you
like
that
human
picture?
faces.
Did I send you that
Yeah.
picture that looks like it has all the spirits in it?
Nope, but you showed me the video. I saw the videos only.
Hi, Wednesday.
Hi,
You know
Wednesday.
people. Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining.
I don't know that I like manifesting. I say that I accidentally do it all the time.
I like it.
I mean, I do like it, but I think that honestly, I feel like sometimes I'm afraid of my ability to do that in the accidental wrong direction. So I feel like I don't know. I could accidentally manifest something scary or something.
Well, you could. We all do sometimes. Okay,
You like
I'm
magic?
trying to upload a video here.
What is it on? I think magic's real. And I think that magic is like a pencil. It can be used to write a beautiful poem. It can be used to draw or craft a table that you need for dinner, or it can be used to stab your best friend in the eyeball or something. You know, magic is a tool, and I think it can be used for the wrong reasons, and I think it can be used for the right reasons or in a way that is respectful. I guess I don't know if I would call that necessarily magic. I think that's just more, because I don't think it's magic. I think it's natural.
Yeah, it's not magic. What we were doing with the cloud is not magic.
Yeah, that's not magic. No, what we did with the cloud isn't magic at all. I don't feel like it was magic. I feel like that the cloud was sentient. To me, the cloud, it feels like our environment is aware of us. I feel that from the trees. I feel that from plants. I feel that from animals for sure. But I feel that from the clouds. I do. I feel like the cloud, and I feel that from the stars, and some of the stars and the planets. So like Jupiter feels like that to me. Feels like it's sentient.
We are all connected to everything.
Yeah.
But I do like Magic Wednesday. I do like magic. I think it's cool. I'm not afraid
I
of it.
actually want to learn a magic trick. I was telling Susie I want to learn how to do a magic trick.
I'm Hispanic. I'm Spanish and French Canadian. I'm native to Arizona, but I'm not like Native American. Maybe
And
somewhere along the line, I think I am. I do have ancestors in the Pueblo Indians.
And I am native to Arizona also, and I am half black and half white, I believe. Anyway, I don't actually know that for sure, but I'm adopted. So I believe I'm half black and half white. And
Yep.
my biological parents were from Winslow. So I do have half siblings that are half Navajo.
Where are you from, Wednesday? Are you from around? Where are you from, Wednesday? And if you like, after the show, go back and watch the beginning. We had a whole beginning part about manifestation. And so, welcome, friend, welcome, new friend.
Yeah.
Make sure you subscribe and like and share it to your friends. So, I am uploading a video for us to play on our way out. It's almost time, and let's see, what do we got coming up? We still have a guest coming up. I also got another guest coming up. So we've got two guests coming up. My friend Alfonso is going to come on and tell us his story. And we have Rudy Uleberry going to come on and tell us his story.
And who's the other first person you said?
Alfonso. He's my friend Alfonso that I met in El Paso. I used to work with him. He's one of my best friends. I make best friends everywhere I go.
Yeah, I know. I'm like that too. I don't go anywhere though, actually. So not yet.
We should go places. We need to
start
going. I need to start going places.
We are gonna start. I'm gonna for sure start going places. Like for sure. There's so many cool places. I just want to like pick places by picking it by Google Earth, dude.
Dude, when I start speaking at speaking arrangements, you come with me because you're my agent. So we'll go a lot of places. We're gonna be going a lot of places.
Okay. And there's stuff everywhere, you guys. There is like the coolest stuff everywhere. I think I might have found some like I don't know. I think I might have found like fossils in my backyard.
Oh, cool. My husband is from Muskogee, Oklahoma. So I've been to Oklahoma several times and I love it there. It's so beautiful.
I know my daughter, or my husband's grandmother was, she was half Choctaw. So I know, but I don't know any more than that. My daughter got to go to the museum. She went to Washington, D.C., and they had a museum and they had all the tribes. So she got to go find the Choctaw Nation.
That's cool.
Yeah.
So the Pueblo Indians that are in my family were called, the Zuni people.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's so interesting.
It is.
How far or what part of Arizona is that? Do you know?
It's actually like northeast Arizona and New Mexico.
Okay.
Around where your grandfather's ranch is.
Yeah, okay.
And I kind of want to get that 23andMe thing done to see what's all in there. But then I kind of don't.
I want to too, but then there's a part of me, dude, that feels like the evil people are looking for certain things, and I'm adopted, so I'm afraid I have something they might be looking for. So I'm like,
they are.
I don't know. I have a weird thing. I don't trust the government, dude, with adopted people.
Yeah, that's why that whole thing went out. That's probably why they decided to do that whole 23andMe thing, to find what they're looking for.
Well, like, why did they change the law about the birth certificates? That seems to me there's something malicious behind that, or like trying to cover up something.
Well, and it's not right.
With all the orphan trains at the beginning of the century, and like, I don't know, dude. Like, what are they trying to? I had a wonderful life and everything, but I don't trust the government. Like, with why? I just think there's something that they were doing with adoptions or adopted people that has something to do with, I don't know. I just don't know why they would change
No
that.
matter what, it's not okay to not be able to find your roots. That's not okay.
And have to pay taxes when you can't even see your original birth certificate. That's not fair.
That
It's
is not
wrong.
fair.
Everybody deserves to be able to see the circumstances of their own birth.
Yes.
And nobody should get to be protected other than the person who was freaking born, man. No parents get to keep dirty secrets or not tell people because a human being was born. A human being was born, and they deserve to know the circumstances of their birth, even if that means that like you don't want people to know that you had a baby or whatever. That's wrong for anybody to do that. Everybody deserves to know about themselves.
Yes.
And for them to change a law on and make the dates so
what is that
specific
law?
like that.
Tell us, explain to us what that law is.
Here in Arizona, and in 2021, they changed the law so that anybody born after like September something 1968 to like December something of 2021, they cannot see their original birth certificate, because all adopted people have two. You have your original birth certificate, and then you have the amended birth certificate, which has the adopted parents on there. And then it doesn't always have the same dates and stuff. Like in my case, I'm pretty sure that I was born on July 17th. Like that's correct. But like the birth certificate I've seen is just my one that my mom and dad have been given. And that's the amended one. So there is an original birth certificate somewhere that has like would have the biological parents on there and like where you were born and the time and all that. But they made it to where you can't get that anymore. Huh?
You could have been born on a whole different day. You could be a year younger than you think you are.
Well, I'm not, because I know that I was really born on that day, and according to the court paperwork, like I was given my actual name legally like not until February of 1979. I was nameless. Crazy. I know.
You're just like baby
girl. A baby girl.
Baby Jane Doe?
No, baby girl. I just said baby girl, I think. Yeah. But then it was all, I hereby decree. It was all fancy. Jara Leanne Brown as their natural whatever. Yeah, I have it all. I have it. I scanned it and stuff because it's neat. But
that is crazy.
But it's cool. So I have to petition the court in order to try to gain access to see my original birth certificate, and the court can say no. And then I just don't get to ever see it. And it doesn't, and I have no idea why they would change the law like that. But it says that there was a coalition that was pushing for it to be changed. Why?
Who?
Like in my case, my biological parents are both passed. So, you know, and I get people wanting to protect people's privacy, but if you don't want people to know that you had a baby, don't have sex. Period. Seriously. Like, don't have sex then.
So do you know Jara, do you know Dolores Cannon? Do you know who Dolores Cannon is?
Yeah.
Okay, so Dolores Cannon is a hypnotherapist like myself who started to find a pattern of people speaking about their lives, past lives, and their missions here. And there was like 3 waves of volunteers that came to help save our planet from humanity destroying the planet. And so the second wave is those years that you mentioned. Hey, stay away from my chicken. Those years that you mentioned that the birth certificates aren't available to anymore, from 68 to like when?
2021.
Oh shit. So that's like the third wave of people. That's the third wave of volunteers. I just put that together. I don't know if it means anything, but
Interesting. Now that's just for Arizona. I haven't looked to see if any other laws changed regarding adoption or records. I haven't looked. I should look into that though, because I bet you they probably have, and it probably has something to do with something. I don't know how our government's really cool and great at tying legislation together and little pieces and hiding pieces in bills and things like that that are tied together that relate to each other. Everything's related to something. It's just insane.
Well, you know
Everybody's
what? The truth always comes out. The truth always comes out. The truth is going to set us free, y'all.
right.
Okay.
Right. And there are a lot of natives that don't know who they are. You're right. Wednesday's right about that. It's so sad that like Americans have been really lied to. Our whole, like, it's so bad, you guys, so bad. Like, so bad. Everything that we've been told is total bull. It's like seriously so bad. Americans especially, because I think that there was just, I don't know, there was once even, and I think that that's why they did that to the Native Americans. I think the Native Americans would have remembered the advanced benevolent people that were here.
Yeah.
They would have remembered them. And I think that's why they destroyed they didn't want them passing stories down, and
they destroyed their whole culture. They forced them into like
had them not
Christianity
let
and
them talk their
everything.
language, and
So they tried to disappear all of their heritage and all the things that they knew, because they really knew the truth, and that was too powerful. And I think there's a lot of reasons why African Americans were slaves too, because they knew a lot. They were close to their heritage. They knew a lot too. I think it all together. We don't know. It's just a thought. It's just a theory that I have.
I think you're pretty accurate there.
Yep, I think it is. I think that we are all more powerful than we know. But just so everybody can just grasp onto that. But my cat is trying to eat my Whataburger, and I can't let that happen. So we have to go ahead and wrap this up.
Okay.
So if you're new here, please hit the subscribe button. Give us a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. I'm a hypnotherapist, and please call for a free consultation.
And I was an actual client of hers, everybody. Wednesday,
sure
I lost a lot of weight. A lot. I don't even know how much. How much is
a lot now? It's more than what it was in the beginning, I think.
Yeah, I lost a lot. At my heaviest, I was 186, and now I am 115.
Look at her now. She's back to her fighting weight.
I'm back to my normal self.
All right, you guys.
I'm the same size that I was when I was 16.
I'm going to play a little video for you on the way out. So please sit it out before you go. And thank you all for joining us. Good night.
Good night.
Don't comply. Take back your freedom. You must tap into your spirit. You cannot cage your spirit. You deserve to be seen for who you are, not for what everyone else wants you to, or what anyone else tells you to be. Stay true to you. Be who you are, and God will guide you. Be authentically happy. Feed your spirit.